Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to today's issue of Steam Deck testing. And today we're looking at Apex Legends. You know, that game for when the self-deprecation just isn't quite hitting right and you feel the need to crack open that professional package and allow the world's neckbeards to pile on you. Wait. Being one tier down from the infamous League of Legends in the toxic fanbase category, the game should be a tidy challenge for our stressed out little Steam Deck, as much as a test of our mental fortitude. You know the deal, you know what we're looking for. First of all, does it even run? Secondly, does it look like dried vomit? And thirdly, what are the best settings to actually run it to get a pleasurable experience without draining the battery power faster than my bowel movement after a feisty Friday curry? Anyway, head into the settings and hit that screenshot key to allow the game to select its own graphical defaults. First, I'm going to play a match just on its own native settings, you know, because I hate myself. Leave the controller layout alone, unsurprisingly it works well. So we're going to head into a multiplayer match. I'm not going to play a Battle Royale match because nobody needs to see me looting for 10 minutes and subsequently domed by some pro sweaty boy from across the map. As fun as that will be for you, I have marginally better things to do with my life. Now go easy on me when it comes to the gameplay here, boys. I haven't played this game since it first came out and Gibraltar had a hitbox the size of a Ford Ranger, so I am a little bit rusty and I've never played it on the Steam Deck before. When it's just me on screen, it seems to hold at a pretty consistent 60 FPS. It looks like it's locked in at that. Everything looks okay. I mean, it looks quite pretty. What I'll do is I'll fast forward through some of the footage to the fight so we can see what stability looks like when things start kicking off. So we've got a care package coming in, a couple of allies and a few enemies in the distance. There's a gunfight going off and it seems to be holding at 60 FPS pretty well at the moment. Even with the particle effects, it doesn't seem to have phased it at all. I will say, looking at this on the big screen in my editing software, I can see the enemies quite clearly. However, on the small screen of the deck, it was very difficult to see people in the distance. Even using my abilities, I can still see quite clearly. The frame stability is really strong. It seems to be holding really well. Now, spoiler alert, for the rest of this match, it holds pretty consistently at 60 FPS. What I would say, though, is what you can't see is I'm experiencing quite a lot of input delay and delay taking action. So when I'm pressing for my shields, it's taking maybe half a second to actually happen, and the sticks are feeling very loose and unresponsive. So as much as it's holding at 60 frames and it does look really, really good, there is definitely some improvements to be made. So we're going to head back into our settings. The first thing we're going to do is reduce our field of view down to 80. Leave the brightness alone, we don't really need to do anything with that. We're going to take off the FOV ability scaling. We're going to set the sprint view shape to minimal. We're going to disable VSync. We're going to take the texture filtering down to bilinear. We're going to take the ambient occlusion quality down to medium. We're going to set the sun shadow detail, and spot shadow all down to low. We're going to disable the volumetric lighting and disable the dynamic spot shadows. Model detail can be taken to medium, effects detail can be medium, impact marks can be put to low, ragdolls to medium, and that's it. For those of you stressing out that you might have missed something along the way, don't stress about it. I've put all of the settings in the description of the video, so you've got something text-based to look at when you're setting it up. Going into the second match, the visuals are just the same as they were before. It maintains a solid 60 frames per second. I'm not running into any issues there. The stability is really, really good. The visuals are really, really good. I can't really tell much of a difference between this and the previous settings that we're on, but what I can tell you for sure is that the input delay that I was having previously has gone. And also the drift from the sticks has gone as well. So the sticks are feeling a lot more sharper, a lot more responsive. Still doesn't help my aim at all. I'm going to blame the controller and the small screen, obviously. It's not user error at all. But that's that. So, to answer our questions, does Apex Legends play on the Steam Deck? Yes, it does, actually. It plays really, really well. It'll cap out at 60 frames per second and hold there. Does it look good? Yes, it does. It looks really good. There's no tearing or stuttering. I did have one instance in a match where the frames dropped down to about 9 frames per second and it held there for about 25 seconds, then just returned straight back to 60 again. But I couldn't see any real reason why that had happened. So I didn't include it in this video because I didn't think it was a fair representation of how the game plays. Would I recommend you playing it on the Steam Deck? If you're going to jump on just for a few fun rounds and just for a bit of a laugh, then absolutely. That's what we're just there for. If you're going to try and get ranked or you're going to take it seriously, I wouldn't play this on the Steam Deck. The controller's just not as responsive as a normal controller would be. So unless you're going to plug in a keyboard and mouse and play it that way and probably have it up on a monitor, maybe. But would I play it in handheld mode and would I play it on the Steam Deck? Probably not, no. But that's it from me. Until next time, bye-bye.